to do a quick little review. Recently picked up a Smith & Wesson Shield. I've been thinking about it for a while. I've handled a couple of them, made some holsters for them. Honestly, my opinion was that they were too big for a pocket pistol. I never actually carried one, but just handling them, they seemed too big for a pocket pistol. They seem like they needed a belt holster, and my opinion generally is if you're going to wear a belt holster, you may as well wear, something that's a little bit bigger. Generally I wear a Glock 19 just because it's fairly light, compact, and still holds quite a bit of firepower. A lot of times I carry a Smith J-frame in my pocket just because it's so easy and compact. Drop it in your pocket, it's there. Don't even hardly notice it, but it's definitely there if you need it. Definitely not much fun to shoot. Uncomfortable, airweight J-frame, even with 38 special standard pressure loads. It's got pretty snappy recoil. You're limited to 5 rounds, which, that's a whole other discussion. I won't even get into that today. But I've long been on the search for a pocket 9mm that would fill my needs and give me something I could carry with consistency and something I would actually appreciate to carry. I picked this one up. It was actually used. The previous owner said he fired about 300 rounds through it, so it's barely broken in. I myself have only put about maybe 200, 250 rounds through it. It's done excellent for me so far. My first 2 magazines, we were back at 25-yard line, and I put 2 magazines into half-scale steel lipstick targets and hit every single shot with the first 15 rounds. So that was a pretty good way to start off with it. Haven't experienced any bobbles. I shot mainly 115 grain jacket hollow point hand loads through it. Not a single misfeed, misfire, anything like that. Recoil is surprisingly light. It is just a 9mm, but it's pretty easy to get pretty quick follow-up shots on it. Accuracy, on paper, it's pretty good. It actually has decent sights. I carry it in my pocket. That's how I've been carrying it for about the past 2 weeks. It's got 3-dot sights, which is basically in the sunlight you can't hardly see, but it's got nice square blocky sights. They are steel. They're not plastic like a lot of cheaper pistols. It's a 7-round magazine, the standard magazine. It's a 7+1. There is an extended magazine that holds an extra round, which does gives your pinky a place to go. It's much more comfortable to shoot with, but it's also that much more bulk to carry in your pocket. If I was going to carry it on a belt, which I may end up making like an appendix waistband holster for it, I probably would carry it with the 8-rounder just for the extra round. It has a thumb safety on it, which I know some people kind of gripe about. I believe the newer ones it's an option whether they come with them or not. I've shot 1911 so long that even when I pull a Glock or anything else like that out, basically the first thing my thumb does is snap the safety off. This one is small enough that I've never noticed it. Even carrying in a pocket is not it's not popped off safety, but it does stick out far enough. It's got a little serration to it, so it is easy to swipe off with your thumb real quick when you go to draw it. It's fairly flat. You hold it up next to a J-frame Smith & Wesson and are side by side. Basically the same height, same length. You have on any kind of striker fired gun, a semi-auto. This section, basically, a J-frame cuts off the back here, so you have this extra section that sticks out here. It is overall thinner, and the grips are a little bit thinner. Then the nose is, since it's basically a square section, the J-frame has a pretty tapered barrel, so it thins down pretty quick. But with a good holster, it pretty much disappears in your pocket. It's a little bit noticeable in jeans, but especially like in cargo pants or shorts, something like that. Like I said, I've been carrying it for 2 weeks almost every day, and it's not a hassle at all. It's nice and lightweight. I haven't actually weighed it, but I know it definitely weighs more than airweight J-frame. But then again, you're packing almost double the ammunition of basically the same basic power level. So I think in all, it's not going to replace the J-frame, but it's nice to have another option. It's good that it's a quality firearm like Smith & Wesson, and actually I made a holster a week or so ago for a Glock 42, and I thought it was very cute, very nice, handled really well, felt really good, until I held it up next to my Shield, and they're almost identical in size. And not to try and start a Glock pro or con debate, because I own both of them. I own full-size Smith & Wesson M&P, I own the Shield, I own 2 or 3 Glocks, and they're all good guns, but for me, for the same exact size gun, I would much rather have the 9mm over the 380 for a multitude of reasons. I reload for it. I've already got plenty of ammunition brass. Ammunition is generally easier to find. Beside the whole point, you've got better power, better selection. It's hard to not find 9mm ammunition somewhere. I know even still, 380 can be sometimes difficult to find. So, you see in the video just a little bit of me shooting it. Like I said, when I shot slow, it grouped pretty well. It groups just as good as you can expect. Rapid fire, it double taps for a cinch. Not a problem at all to keep it on man-sized target at fairly close range, shooting pretty quick. All in all, I think it's a good gun, and if you guys are looking at them, I would definitely recommend checking one out. Thanks.